welcome to Marriage Minutes at His Pace. Today, in honor of Mother's Day, we are going to be talking about parent roles in marriage. Okay. Yeah, get out. All right. So the reason why we wanted to talk about this today is because we recognize and realize how important our marriage model is to our daughter and how it impacts her life. So, Mark, I'm going to ask you right now, how being a dad, a great dad, affects your marriage and your child?
Well, I think I understand my role in terms of what I present to my daughter in terms of how a man should operate within the home and how he should interact with his wife. And so I know it's important for me to model that, the good and the bad, and be very transparent when it's a teaching moment for our daughter. In addition, I understand the importance of my role with her per se, because I know I set up the plumb line, so to speak, when it comes to how she view men when she gets older.
Yeah, that's good. And I think it's important to me, quite naturally, to be the best woman that I can be a godly woman in front of her. But ultimately, I am showing her how to interact and how to react and how to respond to young men in her life, and prayerfully a husband when she gets older. And so I have to be mindful of that I am mimicking or showing her. So when I show him disrespect, that gives her permission, so to speak, to disrespect him and to disrespect men in her life. And so I really am conscious of that. I am not perfect at it at all. I fail at that miserably sometimes. You're not supposed to say that.
Y'all didn't see, y'all saw that?
But I am very cognizant of the fact that who I am in front of her will impact her future.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about like my daddy Boyd and how that impacted us too, and how that impacts now your relationship with her?
I understood early on with Rhonda coming from her relationship with her father was somewhat estranged once she hit a certain age. And so before we had Aaron, she just kind of stressed to me the importance that if it's a girl, you got to be in it from day one, and that you can't show disappointment, that it's not a boy, and that as she grows, not to push away from her because she's turning into a woman in terms of her development physically and things of that nature. And she expressed to me just the struggles that she had with her father as that happened in her life. And so using that and having that was just a great opportunity for me to make sure that I am totally connected to my daughter, and that as she has grown, although I'm not necessarily always ready for it, but I understand even more so the importance of staying connected and staying close to her and being there to support her as her body changes, as her emotions change, that now is not the time for me to reject her or to push away from her.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. And while I appreciate that and respect that in him, I'm so grateful that he heard my heart in regard to that, I have to caution myself, because there are times when I feel jealousy rising up because of their relationship, not because I don't want them to have it, but because it reminds me at times, or it triggers me, if you will, into situations that where I didn't have my father, where he wasn't represented in my life. And I'm grateful that he is now and that I have a good relationship with him, but I have to caution myself because that little girl still wants what she wants.
Yeah, and I think the thing about parenting is I think we always tend to do one or two extremes. Whatever our parents did, we will mimic that, and then whatever they didn't do, we will make sure that we don't do that. And so, I think we all come from dysfunction, so it's a matter of really assessing your life and assessing the impact that our parents or parenting had on our lives, and really how can we mimic the good and alleviate the bad.
Okay. So I think I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Mother's Day.
Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, honey. Right. Are you going to give me a kiss?
Not really.
Aw. Okay.
Good night and God bless.